Jacob Fowler here with eXp Realty in Oregon and Washington. Welcome back for another episode of Real Estate Tuesdays. Today we are talking about new construction versus custom homes. The reason this is a kind of a big conversation point, and yes, I'll do separate videos on new construction and custom homes because they each have their own nuances. But I want to talk about the fact that they are a different process. The reason this is such a big sticking point is that it never fails. So many clients end up at their color appointment on a new construction home and they treat it like they're buying a custom home, and they get very mad, very upset that they can't make every decision, which is understandable, but not after this, because now you're going to know. So on new construction homes, the builder buys the lot, they develop the lot, they've already slated a floor plan, they've typically bought 30 plus lots, at least 5 lots, and they're doing 5 homes, that kind of thing. You're coming into the process kind of midway through, even though nothing's been done on the ground yet, you're still coming in after the start point. On custom homes, you typically own the land already, or you cut a deal with the builders where they're going to buy the land and wrap it all up into one thing. There's a variety of ways to do it, but you're involved from start to finish. So you're involved in the permitting process, you're involved in drawing up the floor plans, and you work directly with the builder to get all this done. On new construction, backing up again, new construction is where the builder has already permitted these properties. They've already done all the floor plans. They know everything that's going to happen. That part's all done. So there's not really a lot of changes that can be made. With new construction, the customizing you get to do is what I like to call the lipstick. You get to choose some finishes, and that's all done at your color appointment, which is the appointment where you go in and sit down with the builder or the representative, and they provide you with a menu of options that you get to choose from. And the reason you get a menu and you can't go buck wild is because of the fact that these builders have contracts with the flooring company, with the cabinet guy, where they're buying in bulk. They're buying for 5 homes, they're buying for 30 homes, they're buying for 100 homes. They're buying in bulk, so they're getting a discount. So if you have these custom cabinets you want from a different cabinet maker, it's not going to happen. Granted, you can tear out your cabinets after the fact, buy new cabinets, that kind of thing, but that's a big waste of money, super expensive, I don't recommend it. You are kind of stuck on new construction with who the builder is already contracted and what options they provide you. So that's kind of the biggest thing to remember with new construction versus custom homes is that new construction is not customized. It's not, you don't get to pick the floor plan, you don't get to change the layout. There are, granted, a few builders out there who will let you say, okay, it's not a load-bearing wall, it's an interior wall. Okay, we can take up 6 inches from the bathroom and give it back to this bedroom closet kind of thing. They'll allow those minor changes to the floor plan, and that's some builders, most will not, but some will. But anything where they have to go back to the permitting process, so anything that's actually changing the footprint of the house, the structure of the house, where it's changing the structural load, that has to go back to the permitting process, and that costs thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars to do, so they're not going to do it, period. It's just not an option. Anyway, you get to pick the lipstick, you get to pick the paint colors, you get to choose the cabinet finishes, you get to choose the flooring, but once again, that all stays within a menu and what each provider can give you. So anyway, I'll do a deep dive on custom homes and a deep dive on new construction homes and the pros and cons at a later date. This is just to kind of reiterate to you all that new construction is not a custom home, so please don't walk into your color appointment expecting to pick everything top to bottom, because you're going to walk out disappointed and it's going to make the rest of the transaction really uncomfortable for everybody, and it likely puts you in a situation where you're not happy with the home in the end. So set your expectations reasonable and upfront, and hope this is helpful. If you have any questions about new construction or custom homes, please leave them in the comments below. Like I said, I'm going to do separate videos on those, so I'm happy to answer any specific questions you guys have. As always, please like and subscribe. It is a huge help for me and my business. If you need any referrals or are planning on buying here in the next 12 months, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm always happy to help. I'll see you guys back here next week. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.